Welcome back to Formula Friday.
What a
I'm Nick. That's Lewis. This is your semi-weekly Formula One show. We've both been very busy boys. I wanted to say busy men, then I was saying busy boys. It was going to turn into busy Ben. We've both been busy. We haven't had, unfortunately, time to do this. You're a dad doing dad things. I've been working, getting ready for the big event that's happening very soon. My work is heavily involved with, so it's been a lot to try to coordinate. But we're back. We're here. We're not dead. Formula Friday still lives. Lewis, how's your almost last month been?
It's really been almost a month. Oh my
Almost.
goodness.
It's been about 3 weeks, I think.
It has been hectic. So my oldest daughter's all for the first time, so that's awesome.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So you know pretty well. Baseball was my life growing up. Like I love baseball. I feel like I know a lot about it. It's like one of the very few things in life that I feel very, very knowledgeable about, like the ins and outs and everything.
Yeah, you know ball.
I know ball. Yeah. So it's been fun teaching her and everything about that. I did realize though, I haven't watched a lot of baseball with her because of good old Bobby Manfred, you know, and the blackouts and everybody else. So I've been
living where you do, it's really hard to watch any baseball ever. I think that's why, because like I also love baseball, but I didn't get into it as an adult, and after I moved to a different state, because then I could start watching it.
Yeah, so I grew up and I diehard Cardinal fan. So tops off, let's go. And I'm going to. Anyways, I don't know if you've seen that trend that they started. MLB.
Yeah, I'm a Rockies fan. I've been seeing that happen with the Rockies a few times this season. Haven't been terrible.
Yeah, Bush Stadium, I think, like kind of started this trend where like there was just a section of men that just took off their shirts and started waving them around and just started this whole trend in MLB. It's really cool, really awesome. That's a tops off thing. But like I grew up watching Cardinal baseball and Fox Sports Midwest. Well, that's no longer a thing. And before that, I had Dish. I had Dish to watch baseball. Well, they got rid of it and blah blah blah. So I haven't been able to watch baseball that much with my daughter. So I've been trying to catch up, catching softball. And get like I'm literally. She got annoyed with me the other day because I was pausing it. I'm like, hey, look at the outfield. Look what they're doing. They're getting ready, and then watch what they're doing here. And then when she's swinging, that's a good stance. Okay, she swung and missed it. Here's what she did wrong. And like I'm breaking down film like I'm John Gruden, and it's awesome. But yeah, it's been really good, and that was probably that's why I've been like we have a game every day this week today, so that's cool.
Wow.
Yeah. Last night we were an hour away, 10 o'clock, and then I had to work. So the next, this morning, so I had 4 hours, 4 hours sleep. Been amazing. But yeah, no. Also, so my little side project that I've been doing, with programming, like my first programming job for iRace Control, iRaceControl.com. Little self plug there.
Nice.
We teamed up with the biggest self-hosted event in iRacing.
Oh.
It is Le Mans 24-hour Le Mans. It's coming up this week. Just a heads up. I might talk about that a little bit later if it allows me to. Because this is not
I like cars.
Yeah,
it's fine. I like cars. I like racing.
But since that is a trademark name, iRacing cannot officially do it. So there is this league that does it. They've grown really big, and they actually host this event. It's really cool. It's not official, but it's semi-official. And iRace Control has helped them this year with it. And to put it in perspective, there was 334 teams.
Oh.
Over 1,300 drivers. 6 splits, classes in each, full course cautions, class waiver rounds, car class separations, and there was one race for all the different splits. And he used our application.
That's really cool, dude.
Yeah, 998 teams, 5,000 drivers, like all this. Like he was able to do it all, and he contributed it to our software. So it's really cool to actually like tangible evidence of like, okay, cool, doing this actually work. Yeah, it was really cool to have something I've been programming when I get time. Chris, the other programmer, really cool guy. This is not our full-time job, but like we were able. I don't know. I just want to give myself a little pat on the back. Everything was really, really, really fun to do. and prepare for this. It's been a hectic couple of months preparing for this, but yeah, it went off without a hitch, and that yeah, it was really awesome to see. I was besides my daughter playing softball, that was probably my biggest highlight the past week, not involving real. Oh, also this past week I did try to play chess again. I lost. I kind of gave it. So how's your week been? I don't
Well,
want to
we
say
can
who I
start with
lost to.
chess. I also played chess for the first time in a while. I have kind of been off the chess train as it's gotten nicer outside. I won. That was
Oh,
pretty cool.
well, that's
I
weird how you. I haven't played in a while. You haven't played in a while.
Yeah, I completely demolished some chump. And it was a short-lived victory though because I tried to play again today, just during my lunch like I used to, and I am rusty,
Yeah,
Lewis. Like
same.
I I make a move and then immediately I'm like, "Wait, why would I do Oh, it's too late, doesn't matter." Like
uh,
it's one of those where it's like it's coming back to me but a little too late. There's some lag.
yeah.
Um I've been easing back into chess. Dude, I have been on the Forza Horizon 6 grind. I am loving this game. This is by far I don't know if I should say by far. This is fastly turning into my favorite Forza. Because for the longest time, it was Horizon 3 was my favorite Horizon game. Favorite Forza Horizon. My favorite Forza is going to be either Motorsport 4 or 6. Both great. But in the Horizon games, it was 3 for the longest time, and then it was 4 for a while. 4 is actually kind of creeped up past 3, but 6 is probably going to overtake second place soon, if not first place. I've been having a blast, dude. There's some weird drivatar balancing issues. Uh, I race on highly skilled, and that is challenging enough for me to where I'm not winning too easy, and I sometimes I don't win at all, and I just kind of keep restarting the race over and over and over because it's fun. I like to race in games. If I don't win, it's like, well, I wanted to win. Guess I'll just restart till I do. So that doesn't bother me so much. I did just unlock Legend Island, which is like the last section. So there's a few races I have left to do on that. I've been building cars. I've been messing around with tuning really for the first time in a Forza game. I've been really getting into it and it's starting to make sense to me. And I feel like I've made some pretty decent tunes. I've been doing some paint jobs. At least 200 people have downloaded one of the paint jobs I made for a Civic.
Wow,
That's awesome.
crazy.
Yeah. So that's been cool. I've been playing Baldur's Gate again because I never finished it the first time I played it. I just started a whole new character. I said, screw it, whatever, because you can do that with that game. I've already come across a bunch of stuff I've never came across the first time. Still playing my same type of character, but it's fine. Um, and then work has just been crazy, especially this week. My job is heavily involved in the men's college World Series baseball, and it's a very cool and very gratifying event that we get to do every single year. It's a lot of work too. Like on the back end, I do a lot of the back end setup work too, and it is just it's a lot.
Yeah,
It is so much, and it starts on Friday, and I couldn't be more excited. It's weird because it's like it's a combination of excitement and dread. Dread only because I know I'm about to be busy for the next 2 weeks, and but like it's excitement because I'm busy, but I'm watching baseball every
oh
day for the
no,
next two
yeah.
weeks.
Oh darn.
Uh, yeah, I'm doing work, but I'm also just part of my work is watching baseball, which is incredible. That's an incredible problem to have. Oh no, I have to go to work. Have to go watch great high level college baseball again. Ugh.
Oh darn.
Yeah, I don't have any transitions. I'm gonna be honest.
No, you're good. I
Obviously, we didn't have a show to talk about Canada, so we can kind of touch on some Canada stuff if there's any notes you had from that.
um uh well, I got a couple notes. One, did you see at all that Marshall who ran on the field, ran onto the track and then dove back in over the wall through the hole?
Yeah,
And this is
that
not
was
like a small guy. This is like a dad bod type guy.
uh-huh.
And he dolphin dove or whatever into that, and it was beautiful. And even though it's a few weeks later, I want to give that guy so much props because they're volunteers.
Yeah, no, that guy really went for it. I was watching it with my wife, and both of us at the same time just started cackling. But
Yeah,
like props to the guy. We weren't laughing at him. Like we were laughing because the situation was absurd.
yeah,
But he genuinely like he rolled a natural 20 to dive back into that hole. Like didn't even touch the edges. He just looked like a cartoon. Also, I wanted to pour one out for the groundhogs
Oh,
that got exploded
yeah.
during Canada. Whoops.
Groundhog Day. Oh, hopefully,
hmm
they don't have to relive that one.
Another thing on Canada that I don't want to touch on, but I need to. I think that out of the last 7 or 8 Canadian Grand Prix that Lando Norris has raced in, he's only finished one.
You know what? I don't doubt that.
He keeps taking L after L at this track, and this time it wasn't even his fault. Last year that was all on Lando. He should not have been where he
Yeah.
was and tried to go for that gap. This year the engine just exploded, and is McLaren is just having issues. I think out of every team, they have the least amount of laps as a team so far
Over
this season.
Aston,
Yeah.
I would actually. What? My research. That's kind of who has. If you, I might research that and I'll tweet it out.
Okay. So it might be a Nick fact, which is to say that it's a fact that has some partial truth to it, but it's probably mostly wrong. But that is a stat that I saw somewhere. So it's my fault for choosing to believe it and then broadcast it. But I mean,
It's very valid. That sounds right. Like
it makes me sad how valid that it sounds.
yeah, and it's like crazy over Aston Martin, who's slower than an F2 car, or they were, and then
Yeah, but they're finishing
McLaren.
races.
Yeah, McLaren. Like they just what's going on with Oscar? Like kind of like just driving like doesn't want. Not he doesn't want to be part of the team, but that move he made in Canada, dove in on Alex, like
Mhm.
not right for him. It just seems out of character.
I think I mean, I guess I don't know. I know Oscar definitely has started the season stronger than Lando. And I mean, Lando said in an interview that he feels like there's less pressure on it. He won the championship. Basically, it's like, I won the championship. Like, I'm fine. Like, I'm solid. I'm just going to go race now. I think Oscar's obviously still chasing that with that mentality, especially with as close as he got last year. And I mean, yeah, does seem like he's being a little more aggressive in his driving style, but maybe that's just what he needs to do.
Yeah,
He's
drove
not
like
really
a chip.
competing with Lando this season because he's faster than Lando this season. He just
Yeah,
is.
and then those Mercedes engines are not like what's going on. Like because at Canada we saw it was a great battle between Kimi and George. Like I was
hmm
on the edge of my seat, and I don't know what lap it was, like or whatever. George Russell just blows his engine and has like he was so frustrated. I haven't seen that angry.
Yeah, he ripped off his gloves. He threw his gloves on the ground. He threw the padding that goes
Yeah,
around the seat. He threw that, which I honestly thought was kind of a. I understand he's frustrated, but that was a really dangerous and stupid
yeah.
move on his part. I don't think he should have done that. George DNF'd on lap. Oh, I thought I could find this faster than I did. Result: he DNF'd on lap 29. So that was about halfway through the race, and that was a battery issue, not actually an engine issue. But I mean, there's something going on with the mechanics of the Mercedes and how everything kind of works together. And it was really exciting to watch Kimi and George battle that way, and it was really deflating. I mean,
Yeah.
there was a lot of weird issues that happened in Canada. Sergio had a suspension issue. Clearly, it was a
Yeah.
suspension issue because he was driving, and then his tire just
Yep. Hey,
like it's
yeah,
out of
yeah.
completely nowhere. It looked like one of the arms just kind of came loose and just.
It reminds me of uh not Sebastian Vettel, but the other Sebastian that drove for Red Bull when they were doing testing in China one year. The tires just went like locked up and went poof, like the
Mhm.
front tires. Yeah, that was insane. And then wasn't it was it Lawson or who was it that like stalled on the front like on the start? They had to do those 2 laps.
That was Arvid,
Arvid, I knew it was one of them.
which I mean, man, Arvid started the season so strong, and he just hasn't. Like, I'm not gonna call this shot too early because again, we aren't that many races into the season, but he did start out really strong, and he's still doing pretty solid. But he's had some bad luck.
Yeah.
Then we mentioned Lando had that gearbox issue earlier. George Russell had that battery issue. Uh, Fernando Alonso retired on lap 23 from pains. That's all. It just says pains,
I
which
mean
he's old. That's fine.
this car is so bad.
And obviously, Alex on lap 11 had a collision and he got taken out. It was a really eventful Canadian race and it was really exciting up until George got taken out and then the rest of it kind of deflated. It
Yeah,
was cool to see Lewis and Max kind of fight each other, and it was really cool to see Kimi, Lewis, and Max on the podium together.
yeah. I mean, especially Lewis embracing Kimmy. Like, yeah, he
Hmm.
like took he didn't take his spot, but he was replacement, and he wasn't supposed to be his replacement. But it's not like where's the sounds like he's not a Lewis replacement. He is Max adjacent.
Yeah, he's the second coming of Max, is exactly what Kimi is. I was talking to a friend earlier this week, a couple weeks, I don't know what it was, but I was saying it's interesting. Like, we finally found somebody who could compete with Max, and it's just Max 2.0.
Yeah,
Because that's exactly what Kimi is. Max was like the prototype almost, and
yeah,
Kimi is the final result. He's like the T2000.
yeah. It's crazy. Like you're like, okay, Max is here. No one's gonna be like Max ever. And then towards like, well, we can definitively say this is towards the end of Max's career, right?
Yeah,
And
F1 career,
yeah,
I'd
and
say.
he towards the end of his F1 career, here comes Max 2.0. Like, what is going on?
It's very much a natural passing of the torch.
Yeah,
And I mean, and this is all me saying stuff without actually knowing these people personally. I think Kimmy is going to be scarier than Max in that it seems like Kimmy is more invested in this than Max is.
yeah,
And granted, this is still Kimmy's second season, and Max was also very invested in it on his second season. But Max very much seems like as he's gotten a little older, his priorities have shifted. But
yeah,
Kimmy, I can see him being here. Like, I can see him being here, you know?
yeah, and it also helps that just from what I've seen, like you said, I don't know them. It doesn't seem like Kimmy has parents leaving him at a gas station because he did something on a kart race. Like he actually, Kimmy seems like he has a natural ambition to be here, like
Hmm.
which makes it even more deadly.
Hmm.
Like Max, like it was in a weird way, not bred, but like raised to be here and be this good. Where Kimmy is just naturally this good, and it's equivalent to like NBA. You have Nikola Jokic, who's just the 7 foot Siberian who doesn't even really want to play basketball, but he's there. He just wants,
He just
and
wants to
he's
hang out with his horses.
and he's like really good. Now, if you
Hmm.
imagine if he tried and actually wanted to play basketball, it'd be crazy. And that's it's what we have
100%.
here.
Like, Max was grown in a lab, and Kimmy was built.
Mew and
No,
Mewtwo.
exactly. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. We
I guess that
have
makes Kimmy Mewtwo.
yeah.
Huh.
No, well,
Yeah. I mean, that if we want to do canon Pokemon lore. Um, Monaco. We can. Okay, yeah.
oh,
Let's go
sorry,
to
Nick.
Monaco.
That
Yeah.
transition was too fast. I got a document right here. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm so sorry. 5 second
Come on,
penalty for
man. It
you.
was a few. It was milliseconds. It doesn't even go. What are you doing? Five
Document's right
seconds?
here.
Damn it. Yeah. So that's obviously the story of this race. Um, I'm I'm pretty sure that their sensors were just bad.
Yeah, 100%.
It was 100% on Monaco or the FIA or whoever's in charge of those sensors. 100% it was on them
Uh huh.
because there's no way six drivers were speeding in the pit lane. Like one or two, sure. Six?
Yeah.
And then they punished them for it. George really got the brunt of it.
Yeah, I saw a theory that could have been because of it because they have 11 team, so the pits are a little bit longer. So like when they come in
Oh.
here, like they kind of cross this line, but not like, and so like they have timing sections, and
Hmm.
so it technically cuts off part of the section when they try to like take a little bit more time off, like cut just a little bit more. So like they were speeding because they like cut out of this and it does like math from each location to location, I guess.
So why is this the first time we've seen it this season then? Is it just because of how Monaco be?
Yeah, how Monaco be, and because it's so small, they can't really like they can't just. It's not like a spa where they can just add something.
Yeah.
Granted, spa already has endurance hitboxes, but this like they can't like they can't just add more dock. So
I just I keep going back to what Pierre was talking about, justifiably so, where he was talking about their pit limit. They are pit limited. They cannot exceed, like, they specifically, you have to try not to exceed speed limits in the
Yeah,
pits. Like, they're programmed to not do
yeah,
that.
it's
And he
50.
was like, we have proof. Like, look at our telemetry.
Yeah, it's
Like,
he said that
we were under.
their pit limiter was set at 59 and a half, not the
Uh-huh.
60, 59 and a half. They already had the headroom there. Yeah, I 100% think that there was FIA, Monaco, whatever was at fault here, and they just don't want to admit it.
Yeah, they're not taking responsibility because they'd look like a joke, but 2021 happened and they somehow came out fine after that too, so just reimburse them.
Yeah,
Like, just redo the final results and be like, "Hey, our bad. It was a weird issue.
uh,
Here's what everything is now."
so I had this like theory, not really theory. It's just like it's kind of funny. But I'm gonna make it a canonically theory. Anyways, somebody has it out for me and did a monkey's paw to me.
Mhm.
Aston Martin will score a point, and this everything else with bad happens. Pierre
Uh-huh.
loses his podium.
Uh-huh.
Like, but then Isaac gets up here. But then it's just all this like bad happens. Like, oh my gosh, like stop! You're like, it's Sour Patch Kids. They're sweet and sour. I'm getting both at the same time right now.
Hey, congrats though.
Yeah, thank you. I like Isaac. I really
Can
do.
can we talk about if with all these penalties, Cadillac almost scored their first point of the season.
Yeah,
Cadillac almost scored points. I was gonna be so mad because immediately I would have been wrong because of some weird BS on this race. This was so another thing I want to praise. Something I want to praise about this race. Monaco themselves aren't in control of the cameras anymore. I
yes,
believe, right?
they
Yes,
they haven't been for a while.
they
Or no.
they were using this beautiful overhead drone shot
Oh,
with the most stable drone I've ever seen in my life. It was this really cool. It looked like if you've played Motorsport Sim
yeah.
and you see like just that
The
overhead, like the
top-down
track
track
view,
view.
the top down
Yeah,
track view. It looked so good, especially for Monaco. That's such a good camera angle, and I don't understand how they because that was a drone shot.
yeah,
I don't understand how it wasn't affected at all. That was so it was planted.
yeah. It was beautiful. That camera like quality also. Like we're
Oh
just
my
at
gosh.
we're at that age of technology where civilians have these amazing drones with amazing quality, which just feels like crazy. But yeah, that was an amazing shot when I first saw that. I'm like, oh, that's a cool like still image, and then I saw it moving. I'm like, oh, that's not an image. Like I thought it was just like a flyover image, like a satellite
Mhm.
view. No, that was I was. I'm glad that you have the same thought about that as I do because that was amazing, and it's a perfect out of all the tracks. That is the perfect spot. The hairpin at Monaco to have this
100%.
beautiful top down view. Chef's kiss. That was
Uh,
awesome. Sorry, go ahead.
oh, you're good. Do you have any other notes that you'd like to share from
Um,
Monaco?
I so during the uh Kimi was just gone. Like there was a
Yeah.
part where he had like 20 seconds. I was in and out. I was doing other stuff and everything. And I'm like, okay, he still has to pit or whatever. And then they do their like they have their timing and then they'll show pit stops, how many times since pit stops and all that. I didn't do F1 multi-viewer at the time. I highly recommend it, but he does. But so I didn't know when the last time he pit was. I'm like, oh, he still has to pit. That's why he has such a gap. And it said he already pit. I'm like, oh my God, we're in trouble.
Mhm.
Like that was like the moment where it's like, oh no. That was Thanos getting the final stone. Like
Yeah, it
he's
really
20 seconds
was.
ahead at Monaco. Like that is insane.
And this is his 5th race win in a row, and he has got no signs of stopping. I I wish I I wish we could have done a preview show of Monaco because I was really bullish that Lewis was going to win this race based off of nothing but vibes
So
and that
good
Ferrari
though.
looked
Yeah.
really good. I in my heart I thought Lewis was going to win this and he came I mean relatively close.
Yeah.
Like he was still 10 seconds behind Kimi, but I mean it's
Yeah.
like, during the Lewis and Max dominance if you take them out, Lewis basically just won the race.
Yeah. It was like Lewis looks so good. And so the podium ended up being Kimmy, then Lewis, then Isaac. And I don't know if you heard the post race when they're like, "Oh, it could be the youngest podium or whatever," and then Lewis is like, "Guys, I'm still 41." Like, like he was joking around with like the boys, like the kids, and it's like crazy. How? He is. If Kimi is the next coming to Max, Lewis is still in a league of his own where he is the LeBron James where he can still continue for like way past or the Tom Brady. It's like how are these guys doing it past where their prime where they should be?
1,000%. Lewis, I mean, Lewis is what I see Kimmy as being as the type, really like dominance,
Mhm.
dominance, and then still racing, even if you're not as dominant as you were a few years before. Now, hopefully, Kimmy, doesn't get 2021 because oh God, I was thinking about that again on Sunday when I was watching this race, and I just like man, Lewis. It was actually during the caution when, again, my wife and I were watching, and uh, I was just like, oh yeah, now it's time for all the cars on that aren't on the lead lap to go and pass and get the lap back. Oh yeah, that's the actual rule.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do. Lewis should have won, but he didn't because I don't have to rehash it. We all know why, but that makes me so mad, man. It really
Let's
does. It makes me so mad, even
let's try to
now.
get Michael Massey on the show.
Yeah, I would just berate him the entire time. It's up, you
Well,
dummy.
no, like one it's good got bad cop. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? That was a good race. Yeah, Max won. You're just like going at him the other way. Oh my
You
goodness.
suck.
You're awesome. I love you. Um yeah, no, it was I really enjoyed it. Like the road falling apart wasn't
Yeah, that was wild. That red flag because I thought the red flag was for when
Lance.
Lance hit the barrier and then Charles hit the barrier, and I thought did he hit the barrier in the same exact spot?
Yeah, pretty
Because
much, yeah.
I thought they red flagged it to repair the barrier, but then they showed the weird crack in the road.
Well, and like I think it was Carlos or somebody said something like early into the race, like, hey, this is falling apart. Which I saw a funny tweet about it. This shows what 0% tax does. I was like, oh yeah, they don't have money to pay for the roads because they don't have taxes. Like it
Woof.
was just a funny, like, haha moment. Uh yeah, it's weird. Monaco is the crown jewel of Formula One.
It
Why
is.
why isn't that road paved to perfection every year?
That's a really good question.
Like
Oh god.
December 1st, we are going to pave this road, or January 1st, whatever. We are paving this road. We are making it perfectly smooth. We're going to take a level out there. It's going to be beautiful. We're doing all this to this road, just this one like specific strip.
Hmm.
Like I don't get it, but yeah, that was unfortunate for Lance and Charles. Charles just I thought the curse would be broken with this track with him. Uh, I know we're going all over the place when we're talking about the race right now, but like I was watching qualifying. I was like, oh, he okay, okay, and they were like, I was listening to it, and they're like, all right, he did his fast lap. Oh, he's still going, and I'm like, oh
Hmm.
wow, and I'm at work, so I'm have a headphone in, listening to it behind me on my desk, and I'm like doing something in my machine, and I'm like, I stop and like turn around, and I start watching it like during work. And I'm like, oh, and like he crashed or whatever, and then funny enough, my boss comes up and he goes, how's it going? And he didn't even care. He just like started looking. Yeah, it was. I thought we were past that point of his kind of. I don't know.
Now, okay, I can't help but notice. Okay, well, before I get into this, other penalties that happened in the race because we had others that weren't just speeding in the pit lane.
Oh yeah.
Uh, George had a drive-through penalty that he didn't serve. I think that was because of the speeding thing. That's related. Sergio Perez had the incorrect starting position twice,
Hmm.
and that's just really weird that happened twice.
Yeah, it's one of those. If I had a nickel for every time this would happen, I would
Hmm.
do nickels.
Pierre got dinged twice for speeding in the pit lane. Speeding in the pit lane. Nico Hulkenberg got a 10-second penalty for hitting Carlos. Which when was the last time we saw Nico get a penalty for anything?
I know.
And Lance Stroll got a 5-second penalty for crossing the track limits. And I just needed to get through all that. So, Lewis,
Yep.
we haven't talked about Max Verstappen at all in this race. Why wouldn't we? He qualified pretty well. He was
Yeah,
at
he
the front.
qualified like second, right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
So here's the recap of his race. So we have the lights. So 2 light, 3,
Mhm.
5 light.
Lights
They're
out and
out.
away we go.
So they're out. Away we go. And there's Max's race. All right. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Oh,
The Red Bull just
yeah. Oh,
didn't
1 second.
go.
I'm sorry. I lost audio. My end. You're good. I got you. I just in my headphones. I
Okay.
lost audio. So you're good.
The Red Bull engine just died. Ford once again does not know how to make a good quality machine, so it makes sense, but it's ugh, it's a really tough look, and I mean that's kind of what Lewis and I were talking about earlier, where I don't think Max is very long for the F1 world, just because I mean if stuff like this keeps happening, and if he can't keep finding the motivation to want to do it, and again I'm saying all of this without actually knowing him, then yeah, it's really rough. It's been a weird roller coaster of a year for Max Verstappen, but Isaac is the perfect teammate, coming in
Y-
clutch and able to finish. I mean, shout out
Yeah.
to Isaac. I love Isaac.
Yeah. It's really crazy that even without Max Verstappen racing, Red Bull podium.
Uh-huh.
So yeah. Did we ever find out what actually happened with the in?
Yeah, it's a Ford engine.
Oh. Oh. Got me.
I like Japanese cars.
Yeah. It was also funny. Isaac was complaining the whole race.
He
Guys, this
was.
car is
He was
awful.
freaking out. He
Yeah.
wasn't just complaining. He was freaked out.
Yeah, he's like, guys, this car will not like I can't drive this
It's
anymore.
like, this is wrong. This is wrong. The tires aren't right. What's happening? I'm getting caught. They're catching up on me. And at one point, was it his race engineer that's just like, hey, chill out. Just
Yeah. They're like, we're
stop
trying.
talking. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those weird like we are checking moments, but it's more like we are trying. Okay, I'm sorry.
We're working on it, dude. Chill.
Yeah, but yeah,
Uh,
it was crazy the how Max. I don't know. One he didn't even make it to turn one. Like it was really odd.
no, he didn't get off the grid.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did he make it to the start finish line? I think he
No.
did. Oh no,
He didn't. He just stopped. People had to drive around him. He was in
yeah,
his spot. He
yeah,
didn't
it's
move an
true.
inch.
And did you see the like the quote? I don't know if you talked about. Sorry, I'll switch to headphones. But like where he's like, I'm just gonna go home and watch the race. Like he pulled
Yeah.
a Kimmy.
Which, okay, I actually wasn't okay with that because Isaac was still doing really well, and
Yeah,
I wish Max would have hung around just to support like that. I'm sure that would have made Isaac feel better. Like, hey, Max is still here. He's like, you're good. And I wish we would have gotten some kind of movie moment, I guess, where Max would even hop on the radio to Isaac and just kind of be as Mr. Miyagi.
yeah. His
He didn't need
Alex.
it, but it
Yeah,
would have been cool.
like what Alex Albon did to Max Verstappen in 20.
Exactly.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. I just sorry about the headphone issue.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, I actually, Nick, this is weird. I didn't mind this race. I kind of enjoyed it. As chaotic as it was.
I'm glad you said that, Lewis. I think this is the most exciting Monaco race we've had in a very long time.
Thank you.
The last Monaco race I remember kind of enjoying was it 2023 when Sergio won in the rain?
Yeah.
That's the last one I remember enjoying, and it wasn't necessarily that it was exciting, but it had the rain, which is kind of an element.
Yeah.
But this was a really solid Monaco. I mean,
Yeah.
it was still Monaco, but it was exciting. There was things happening.
Yeah.
And
Like
as much as the penalties were annoying, it added a layer of intrigue.
yeah. So hey, FIA, we don't need 4 mandatory pit stops. So we don't need to manufacture like excitement. Let it happen.
It's true.
Gosh. There's nothing more that like annoys me than manufactured excitement stuff.
Me too. Like Abu Dhabi 2021. Before we preview Barcelona, and we are going to not be able to talk about this next week because, well, Lewis might talk about it next week. I'm going to be very busy working next week for the College World Series. So if Lewis, I'll have takes, I'm sure. But before we preview Barcelona, I will allow Lewis the opportunity to talk about the 24-hour of lemons.
Ah, sweet. I get my.
Sorry, Le Mans. 24 hours of lemons is a very different thing.
Oh, I want to do that so bad.
I'm in a Discord with some people who have a car that they run.
Really?
It's an old
Like,
Cougar.
I got a buddy who's a mechanic and another buddy like that owns a machine shop, and we've talked about it for so long. Like,
You should
hey,
do it, dude.
yeah, I'm
Put
like
me on the crew. I'll do it. I'll
I'm
do it
like
with you.
I do endurance racing for fun, so like
Hmm.
I can be your guys' driver for a long time. Anyways, 24-hour Le Mans is coming up. This is the crown jewel of endurance racing. This is it's Daytona 24-hour and then Le Mans. It's part of like the Triple Crown or
Hmm.
whatever. Like it is like one of the biggest races, and it's this weekend. It's a great race. It is exciting. It is there's so much prompt and circumstance with it. It is a beautiful race, and to tie it into F1, there is actually quite a bit of former F1 drivers participating.
Hmm.
One Nick DeVries. I don't know if you remember him.
Yeah,
You know,
I
AlphaTauri
remember
driver.
him.
Yeah. Another old Toro Rosso, Brendan Hartley, driving. Oh, one Kevin Magnussen driving again.
Okay, Mac.
Yeah, good old K Mag. Jack Aiken driving for Cadillac. Antonio Giovinazzi, Italian
Mm.
Jesus. Robert Kubica, last year's winner in the Ferrari. So that's beautiful.
The very good Ferrari. Is Ferrari still absolutely crushing it in WEC this season?
Last time I checked, they were doing really well. Yeah. Actually, yeah, them BMW really too. Um, also, one Jack Duhan.
Mm. He got
Hmm.
permission, huh?
Yeah, he's on the entry list. So I am very excited to see how he does.
Do we know who
Eh,
he's racing with?
Give me. I just had it. Yeah. So, scroll to the right. He is racing with David Heimer Hansen from Denmark and Edward Pearson from Great Britain. So, but they are racing the number 24. Good old 24.
Nice.
And also in LMP2 is Petro Fittipaldi.
Nice.
And then in GT3, we have one only former Formula One. He's driving an American car, though, so that's good. Is one American Logan Sargent driving the Ford Mustang.
Nice.
I know. That is like, oh, let's go. I love it so much.
America. Yeah.
I was seeing if you were going to do it or
Did
not.
you ever follow that Twitter account called Logan Sargent Updates?
No.
When he was racing, and this is very mean-spirited, but when he was racing, it would always be like Logan Sargent P20 or P19, and
Yeah.
it was always this montage of that song with like bald eagles and screeching and American flags and
What is a
explosions.
kilometer? Yeah.
Exactly.
Um.
Another entrant for
Oh.
Le Mans is Gray Newell, the son of Gabe Newell, the inventor and founder of
What?
Steam. Yup.
I didn't even know this.
Yeah, he was born. Wow, I'm older than him. He was born in October of '97. He completes an LMGT3 at the Heart of Racing team.
Oh, number. Oh, uh, oh, he's in the number 23. So,
Yep.
number 23, which is the Aston Martin Vantage AMR. It's a great car. I love it. I personally like the 27 just for like that's the number I race for endurance racing and everything. But yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
So
I
more
learned that
races.
today. I'm like, I
Yeah,
didn't know Gabe Newell's son raced.
that's so cool. Like I didn't
Uh-huh.
know that.
It's so
Oh, I
crazy.
love and like I like that team. I really do. I really do enjoy that team. So that's really cool to see. But yeah, I am really looking forward to this. For those who don't know, it has like you have different classes of cars all racing on the same track. So you have three different races going on at the same time on the same racetrack. And in each class, you have different cars. It's not just like Formula One where it's like a Ferrari, but they're kind of like the same spec. These cars look differently. Like you got an Aston Martin Valkyrie, which runs a V10 naturally aspirated that revs
Mhm.
really high. It sounds so glorious. And then yeah, so you got an Aston, a Toyota, a Caddy, a BMW, Genesis, Alpine, Ferrari, Peugeot, all racing in the prototype. Awesome. It is crown jewel. I highly recommend anybody just catching the updates of it. That's my Le Mans minute. Won't move it was over the minute.
This is one of those races where I can never seem to catch it just because it's always during my busiest time of the year.
Yep.
But for the long, like I believe, I don't know if they still do, but Peacock had streaming rights to it, which is great because then I could just that it. It's, accessibility is a big thing for me,
Yeah.
especially with things like WEC. And I already pay for Peacock, and the biggest endurance race in the world is streaming on Peacock. So I would absolutely throw it on. It's just hard for me, especially this week, because I need to be a responsible adult and go to bed at a respectable time and wake up at a respectable time instead of
uh
doing what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks and going to bed anywhere between 2 and 3.
yeah.
I've
But
really been on the Forza grind, man.
dude,
I
from what I've
really
seen, it's such a good. Like even I follow iRacing accounts because partially it's part of my job.
Mhm.
And like they make memes about Forza Horizon, so that's really cool that like a racing simulation is like they're not like yes we're like we don't need this game. Like they're making memes about it. Like there's I'm assuming there's a NPC that's always in every race or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
Bowie
yeah,
Knife
yeah.
99.
So they like kind of like modded their own. So it said Bowie Knife 99, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's like it's just a whole lobby, just a Bowie Knife 99. It was
Mhm.
funny. And yeah, even they're giving like a little shout out to it.
It's a great game. I recommend you get it this as soon as you can because I've been enjoying it. But we're not here to it's not a Forza podcast. Let's preview Spain, Lewis. It's time to preview
Yeah.
Barcelona.
I was trying to avoid my favorite track designer's track.
Yeah. Last year it was surprising, no surprise, I guess. A battle between Oscar and Lando. Oscar won this race about 2 seconds ahead of Lando. Lando second, Charles third, George fourth, Nico fifth. That's right. I forgot that Nico finished fifth at this race. Then Lewis, Isaac, Pierre in the points. Fernando and Max Verstappen finishing 10th. Alex Albon got a 10-second penalty for leaving the track and gaining an advantage. And Max got a 10-second penalty for colliding with George Russell. I forgot about that. And Ollie, 10 seconds for leaving the track and gaining an advantage. I don't remember a lot of this race last season. Kimi had an engine issue on lap 53.66. Alex had a wing issue on lap 27, and Lance Stroll didn't even start because he was having some pretty gnarly pains. I Yeah. How much do you remember from this race last year?
It is weird. It feels like a Doctor Who episode. I don't remember any of this.
Yeah, this is a real bad wolf situation.
The band?
I don't Huh?
That was a bad
Oh
joke.
no, you said the band. I did a Doctor Who reference. Um
Ah.
Max Max did start because the starting grid was Oscar, Max, and Lando. And then Max had a weird pit, worked his way back up to first, and then just ended up dropping down and finishing in fifth. For whatever reason, he just couldn't keep up with Lando and Oscar. It Yeah, this I don't remember a whole lot of this race.
Yeah, it's weird. Um,
Huh.
maybe it's partially, and I know I always give crap to the tilt tracks, but this is probably one of the worst ones. It is a great track drive and it's a perfect thing to test, and this is why they do testing here. I just don't think it allows for good racing. And the final section, the tweak to it does help. It's just
Mhm.
I personally feel this track is kind of boring for.
On my experience on Forza and Forza alone, this is a really fun track in slower spec cars.
Yes.
It's a great track for like it'd be a good track for GT or
Hmm.
just if you have, I don't know, a 80 horsepower go-kart.
Yeah, or MotoGP.
Yes, yes.
Yes. It
But
feels really good. Yeah, Formula One, like the top. It feels. I don't know. I don't know if it's too small or just not enough. Like not enough.
yeah, and I mean, well, I'm sure we'll be eating our words because this season has proven that this regulation, for all its faults, is lending to
Yeah.
more passing and overtaking. Whether it's actual overtaking or manufactured, whatever, but it's still overtaking. So it's giving us something. Because again, I haven't had a single complaint about the lull so far, even with this regulation. As many races in as we are, I'm still finding myself engaged in the whole race.
Mm-hmm.
We're not getting those dead periods of 20 laps or so in the middle
Yep.
like we have historically gotten. this regulation's a success from that standpoint, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I agree with that honestly, and I don't know if it's just been the distance from the start of the season. I feel like the complaints have really dropped off from the drivers themselves.
I think the FIA has been working on tweaks, and there's some modifications that have been promised for next season. I think they've reached a compromise, or at least a decent point to where people are not satisfied, but like, all right, we'll see. I guess. So I mean, yeah, we'll see. I guess. Do you have anything you'd like to add before we move on to grid gamble?
Uh, just a general Formula One take. I was just looking at the driver standings there, Nick.
Yeah, tell me.
Obviously, Kimi is ahead. That's no surprise.
By 80 something points. Yeah,
Yeah, I was about to say Lewis is behind. Like Kimi has 156. Lewis is second place with 90. George is third place with 88. Kimi almost has as much points as 2 and 3 combined.
that's
Like he's
insane.
20. He is. That's yeah. He's 22 points off.
I really thought I thought this was going to be George's season. I really did.
Yeah, well, like I said, I remember when I said I was going to bet on Ferrari to win the team championship
Hmm.
and Kimi to win that. And you're like, oh, Mr. Consistency can't do it. And I was like, no, I was
I mean,
right.
there's still plenty of
I
races
know.
left.
But I've been married a while. I need to. I'm right. Daughters.
I won't give it to you.
Ah,
Okay,
darn.
grid gamble. So, Canada, we have to start here. You were given Pierre Gasly, and he finished in the top 10, so you got 4 points. I had Kimi Antonelli. He won. I
Darn.
get 25 points. Now, for Monaco, we didn't obviously get to do it. If you want, we can do like a retroactive roll. I just have it as DNS since we didn't actually do a preview. Do you want to do
Yeah.
something retroactive, or are you fine with that?
You know what? I like chaos a little bit, so I'm okay with going retroactive. And so instead of,
Okay.
we'll just do a little roll.
Okay. Do
And
you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
uh, Nick, how about this little?
No,
Yeah. Do you, what?
you're the one choosing. You're losing.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll go first. But here's a little tweak, a little proposal.
Okay.
Well, it says it's retroactive. You got D4. Odds are the person who finished ahead in points, and so if we roll a team like Cadillac or whatever, you roll a D4. Odds, you pick the higher driver. Evens, pick the lower driver. A little
Do you
bit
have
of
a D4 on you? Because I don't have one immediately available.
Okay, no, I don't. Okay,
I have one in my bag. It's just buried.
well, I do all my dice are at our friend, but do
I
not.
have
So never
a
mind.
I have a D12. We could do that. Odds and evens on the D12.
Oh, it's just an idea. We don't have to do it. I was just like, you know what? That way we can't be like, oh no, I picked this. The dice have
No,
chosen for us.
we'll do full. So the first roll will be the team, and then the second roll, odds are driver one, evens driver two. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right.
Let the dice decide for me.
You're going first. Your team, McLaren.
Oh, this could be really bad.
Uh huh. Do you have the results open?
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, how does this work with McLaren? Is Lando or Oscar one? Let's put
Uh,
Lando one. He won the
well, I was saying
championship.
whoever finished ahead would be one.
Oh, okay. Sure. All right. And here you go. Two.
Ah!
Who'd you get?
I got a DNF. Oh wait, no, that
All
was
right.
darn,
My turn.
darn.
11. I got Cadillac. Oh boy.
Oh, well, you got no points either way.
Cool. All right. So none of that actually matters.
Nothing matters. It's all made up. The points don't matter.
Just for record keeping purposes, I rolled a 4, so that would have been
It would have been got Valtteri. You would have got literally yeah, that's max. Yeah.
all right. Cool.
Oh, well, I'm glad. I'm glad we did all of that for literally the same result.
Literally did not matter. Okay, Barcelona time.
It's like
Do you
getting
want
ready.
me to?
I'll
Do
go
you want
first
me to
again.
have? Okay, you go first. Here it
I'll just say
is.
it's like getting ready for a race and not starting.
I'm an idiot, Lewis.
Why?
I was rolling the D20, but like That doesn't make any sense.
Ah,
We just got really lucky that the D20 didn't go past 12. The D12 was the one. Listen, it's been almost a month.
hey, it's fine. It's rusty. Here
Okay, reroll for you.
we go.
You get McLaren again.
Ooh.
Who do you want?
Oh. Stand up. Gotta go world champion, baby.
That's valid.
I was trying to
Okay.
think. The little hesitation was me thinking if Oscar could crash here. Possible.
9. I have Audi.
Ooh.
Hulk or
Gabby. Gabby is looking good, but Hulk
Yeah.
is also like you can't like. I feel like those two are kind of even, which is really weird.
I'm gonna go with Gabby.
Okay. Also, we really didn't talk about it because we didn't have time. What'd you think of the paint jobs this?
I really liked Audis a lot.
Really?
I just like I like gray and yellow. I just think they look good together. McLaren's I liked the sentiment, but it was kind of boring. It very much fit their current design principles, which is fine, I guess, for a marketing standpoint. But I still am waiting for the day McLaren decides to do the Marlboro paint job, but with the papaya and white, because I think that would look great. And like you can make it so it doesn't look like it's advertising cigarettes to kids.
Yeah.
But I think that would be cool because, or maybe they do. Hear me out on this. It's the Marlboro livery. The red is replaced with papaya, and the white is silver. So it's a callback to the 3 eras of their greatest success. You know, the
Yeah.
Senna, the Hamilton, and now the current.
The Lando.
Yeah, the Lando.
Then there was the Aston, the like bronze on the nose.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I feel like I didn't
Yeah.
see that at all.
Well, the wall did. The wall got up close with it.
I feel like we didn't see that many special liveries for Monaco this year, which
Yeah.
is weird because
I
that is where people do it. But I guess every race in North America has to have a special one now, apparently. So whatever. Oh, another. Sorry.
No, you're good.
This is on. No, you go, and then I'll do my thing, and then we can sign off.
Yeah, if every race gets a special livery, are they special anymore?
No.
Okay.
And speaking of special liveries, Las Vegas. They're going to be on the calendar through 2037 now, so that's crazy.
Oh.
Yep.
The part I hate about Las Vegas the most is that it's North American. That means it starts at like 11 like PM, like midnight.
Yeah, they started on a Saturday, which is weird. They make these really I get that they can't do it in the daytime because it's the desert, duh. But they I feel like a lot of they don't have to start as late as they do because it's still November. Like the
Yeah.
sun is going down earlier.
Yeah, it just feels very like and
Right.
then I gotta wake up and not look at my phone and just like be glued to the TV. Wait there and
Dude, I watched it my wife and I watched it live last year
be
and
young again.
well, I watched it live. I stayed up. I willed myself to stay awake only for Lando's entire race to be completely
Nullified.
nullified.
Yeah. Last time I stayed up for a race, get this, was Suzuka when it got rained out.
Oh, fuck.
It was awful. I stayed
I
up.
understand why that was the last time. That would probably put me off of staying up for races too.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 a.m. by the time I went to bed. And I normally go to bed. I'm an old guy. I go to bed like 9.
Mhm.
And like I'm just like, oh my god, this is horrible. They're gonna start, right? They're surely gonna start here soon.
All right. Well, it's about your bedtime, so I guess we'll sign off for the night.
And on that disappointing note, thank you guys.
Until whenever we're back again.
Yeah.
I've been Nick. That's been Lewis. Have a good week.